Greetings, preachers. I hope you're enjoying doing your first sermons. I've watched several already, and they are incredible. I love watching what you're putting together. A lot of creativity, a lot of great messages that have even ministered to me. Love you doing that. Just want to give you a few comments on the sermons and the sermon upload process. First of all, it was brought to my attention there's actually 3 different places that you could upload the sermon. I want you to do 2 of those. If you do the third, that's fine. It's called Sharing Forum. And apparently that shows up on the phone app. I don't see it on my computer, but it's still there, and I pulled it up on the little Pulse app, and it shows up there. You can use that if you want for the people in your group. I'm not sure if that's limited to the group. I believe our IT team put it together, but they do it on the one that's called Discussion Forum number 2 for week 3, and it will say Sermon number 1. And that's when you load it up there, only your small group will see your sermons, and those are the people that I want you to evaluate. So remember, by tomorrow night, by Tuesday night, your assignment is to have your first video uploaded, and then I give you a week to, first of all, evaluate yourself. Yes, I want you to watch yourself before you hear from me or any of your other peers. I know this is intimidating. Most people, unless you do it professionally, really don't like watching or listening to yourself, but there are things you're going to see nobody else will tell you about, and I want that to be fresh. I want you to hear it and from yourself before you hear it from the rest of us. And once you've done that, then if I am done with yours, I will upload yours. I'm already evaluating those, but I can hold that in a draft form until I see you've done your self-evaluation. Then I can release it to you. You'll get my feedback. I am trying to give personal feedback as much as I can. There are 30 of you in the class, and it will take a long time. So it may take several days. I'm going to do my best to get them to you as quickly as I can, but there's a lot going on this week, even beyond just grading your sermons. So don't stress out if you don't hear from me right away. And I also want you to hear from your peers as well. Remember, you're going to go to that jot form that I emailed to you last week, and then you're going to type in your name and then the people you're evaluating. Do it as it is on their page that they've got right there on the MyFire, so that I can sort that. It will be formed in an Excel spreadsheet that I will download, and I can cut and only allow you to see feedback on your sermons after your team is done with that. So again, even if your team finishes all that and you haven't done yourself yet, I'm not sending you anything until you've done yourself. So number 1, upload your sermon. Number 2, evaluate yourself. Submit that to me in the self-evaluation number 1 on the page, and then go and start evaluating your peers. And once you've got them all done, you are done with week 3. I'll give you my feedback and your peers' feedback when they are done. They've got a whole week to do it, so it may take longer to get some of those items back there to you. But I also want to let you know, don't stress out. There's something about public speaking, and you've heard it so many times about how it's more scary for people than even facing death for whatever reason. And we become so embodied in our speaking to hear any criticism can deeply wound us. But you guys are grad students. And like I always say, if I gave every one of you 100 would mean nothing. In fact, I don't think I would ever give myself 100 on any sermon I've ever preached. 100 needs to be reserved for absolute perfection. So remember that not everybody's going to get an A, and nor should you expect to get an A, especially if you don't have a lot of preaching experience. There has to be room for you to grow and improve. So receive that. This is not a grade on you as a human being, okay? This is you cultivating a skill that you're going to improve. You are a student to learn to get better. So please separate yourself from the grade that I and your peers get you, and be willing to grow and improve. Okay, does that sound good? And please give your peers in your group constructive feedback. Remember to completely fill out that form, total up the score, please. I use that as part of the grade. No, not the majority of the grade, but it does contribute. So hopefully this is all great for you. To have any problems at all, please send me an email. You've got the email there, ajehler@seu.edu. But God bless, and I look forward to watching you preach.